What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another highly combustible reaction. We're going to be jumping into something kind of interesting. I do have to throw this out there. I've seen like the first 30 seconds, 45 seconds of this, and then I was like, I don't have time to sit here for 19 minutes. And I shut it off and never to think about it again until I got the request. So here we are, back at History of the Entire World, I guess. We'll rewatch the first 30 seconds, obviously. But I have no idea how far this thing goes. I know that it goes fast. I know that you better have your pens and pencils ready if you plan on taking any notes. Aside from that, if you guys enjoyed along the way, definitely go show billwurtz some love on his channel. We're already subbed up. We've already hit the like button. I hope you're going to do the same. It's most certainly deserving. Definitely show the love. It's down inside the description. Let's jump into it. Let's check it out together. It's coming at us from Mikhail. Much love for reminding me of this one for sure. Let's go.
Hi, you're on a rock, floating in space. Pretty cool, huh? Some of it's water. Fuck it. Actually, most of it's water. I can't even get from here to there without buying a boat. It's sad. I'm sad. I miss you. How did this happen? A long time ago. Actually, never. And also now. Nothing is nowhere. When? Never. Makes sense, right?
Not at all.
Like I said, it didn't happen. Nothing was never anywhere. That's why it's been everywhere. It's been so everywhere, you don't need a where. You don't even need a when. That's how every it gets.
That's a lot of every.
Forget this. I want to be something. Go some.
I just thought that I had paused it or something.
Do something.
Jesus.
I want things to change. I want to invent time and space. And I know it's possible because everything is here and it probably already happened. I just don't know when to start. And that's exactly where it started. Oh, I paused it. I think there's a universe now. What's it made of? Corks and stuff. Ah, that's a thing. In a place. Don't like it? Try a new place. At a different time. Try to stick together because the world is going to get bigger and emptier. But it's not empty yet. It's still very full and about 1 jillion degrees. Great news, the quarks are now happily married in groups of 3, called a proton or a neutron. And there's something else flying around too that wants to join in but can't because it's still too... Great news, the protons and...
It's about 10 minutes later?
Too that wants to join in but can't because it's still too... Great news, the protons and neutrons are now happily married to each other. Some of them even doubled up. Great news, the electrons have now joined in. Congratulations, the world is now a bunch of gas in space. But it's getting closer together. And it's getting closer together. And it's getting closer together. It's a star. New shit just got made. Some stars burn out and die.
Oh, why did we get to learn science like this? Seriously, if you would have just played this for me in high school, I probably would have watched it a million gazillion times. Just so that I could remember everything. Legitimately, it's a fun way to look at it. It's very fast. It's very fast. We're flying through bajillions of years.
Bigger stars burn out and die with passion and make some brand new, way crazier shit. Which allows newer, more interesting
Don't blink,
stars to be
you might
made
miss
and
something.
Die and explode into. So now stars have cool stuff around them, like rocks, ice, and funny clouds, which can make some very interesting things. Like this ball of flaming rocks, for example. Holy shit, we just got hit with another ball of flaming rocks, and it kind of made a mess, which is now... Weather update, it's raining rocks from outer space. Weather update, those rocks might have had water inside them and now there's hot steam in the sky. Weather update, cooler temperatures today and the floor is no longer lava. Weather update.
Hey, the floor is no longer lava. That's what I'm talking about. When I was growing up, the floor was always lava. A couch cushion could
Severe
save you, though.
Alert, the entire world is now an ocean. Volcano alert. That's land. There's life in the ocean. What? Something's alive in the ocean. Oh, cool, like a plant or an animal? No, a microscopic speck. It lives at the bottom of the ocean and...
A microscopic speck. That's the scientific name for it.
Eats chemical soup, which is being served hot and fresh, made from gnarly space ingredients left over from when it was raining rocks or whatever. Oh yeah, and it can do that. It has secret...
In that case, we're all made up of something from space.
Instructions
We're all
written inside
aliens.
itself, telling it how to build another one of itself. So that's pretty nifty, I would say. Tired of living at the bottom of the ocean? Now you can eat sunlight. Using a revolutionary technique, you can convert sunlight into food. Side effect, now there's oxygen everywhere and the sky's blue. Then the Earth might have been a snowball for a while, maybe even a couple of times.
That was the fastest 2 ice ages that have ever happened in the history of the world.
It's a sponge, it's a plant, it's a worm, and some other types of weird, strange water bugs and strange fish. It's the Cambrian explosion.
Woo!
Wow, that's animal.
We've gone from nothing to the Cambrian age already in 2 minutes and 59 seconds. It took it a lot longer.
animals and stuff. But we're still in the ocean. Hey, can we go on land? No. Why? The sun is a deadly laser.
The sun is still a deadly laser.
Now the animals can go on land. Come on, animals, let's go on land. Nope, can't walk yet. And there's no food yet, so I don't care. Okay, will you learn to walk if there's plants up here? Maybe, said some bugs. And fish.
Keep
Okay,
trying.
so I can go on land, but I have to
50 million years later just happened in the blink of an eye, you
back
see?
in the water to have babies. Learn to use an egg.
I was already doing that.
Use a stronger egg. Put water in it. Have a baby on land in an egg. Water is in the egg. Baby in the egg, in the water, in the egg. Works for me. Bye-bye, ocean. And
I don't even think my science teacher would be able to handle this. My high school science teachers, none of them.
now everything's huge, including bugs. Want to see a map of the land? Sure. Oh, fuck. Now everything's dead. Just kidding. Here are the survivors. Keep your eye on
Only 3
this one
survivors.
because it's
Those are some those were the cockroaches of the dinosaurs right there.
about to become the dinosaurs. Here's another map of the land.
Oh,
Yeah,
they were,
broke
wait,
apart.
time out. They were about to become the dinosaurs? What the hell were they before?
Want to see a map of the land? Sure. Oh, fuck. Now everything's dead. Just kidding. Here are the survivors. Keep your eye on this one because it's about to become the dinosaurs. Here's another map of the land. Yeah, it broke apart. Don't worry about it. It does that all the time. Here comes a meteor. And the dinosaurs are gone.
Just like that. The dinosaurs are gone. The show's over.
It's mammal time. Here come the mammals. Look at
No
those
more land
breasts.
before
Now they're
time.
gonna dominate the world, and one of them just learned how to grab stuff and walk. No, like walk like that and grab stuff at the same time. And bang rocks together to make pointed rocks. Ouch. And set things on fire. Youch. And make crazy sounds with their voice. Knirsch, which can mean different things. That's a human person. And now they're everywhere. Almost.
We are.
What? You can walk over here? Cool. Not anymore. Well, I guess we're stuck here now.
You can walk over here. You imagine how that would have been? Just like all the changes the Earth has gone through, people have had to have seen that along the way.
Let's review. There's people on the planet. And they're chasing their food. Fuck it. Time to plant some grass. Look at this. I control the food now. Now everyone will want to be my
That's where the world went downhill.
friend and live near me. Let's all build houses, except mine is bigger because I own the food.
Yep.
This is great. I wonder if anyone else is doing this. Tired of using rocks for everything? Use metal. It's underground. Better farming was just invented in a sweet dank valley right in between these 2 rivers. And the animals
Sweet
are helping.
dank valley.
What happens next? More food. And more people who came to buy the food. Now you need people to help make the food and keep track of the sales. And now you need houses for people to live in and people to make the houses. And now there's more people. And
Now
they
we
invent
have
things
an
which makes things better. And more
economy.
people come and there's more farming and more people to make more things for more people. And now there's business, money, writing, laws, power. Society. Coming soon to a
It hasn't really, I mean, we still, who controls what? Controls the
dank
world.
river valley near you. Meanwhile, out in the middle of nowhere, the horse is probably being tamed. Why is all my metal so lame and lumpy? Tired of using lame, sad metal? Introducing bronze, made with special
Bronze
ingredients.
Age. Now we've gone from nowhere to the Bronze Age in 5 minutes. From the Cambrian Age in 2 minutes to the Bronze Age. I wish I could advance this fast in Age of Empires.
From the far lands of Tinland. I don't know, my dealer won't tell me where he gets it. Also, guess what?
What dealer wants it?
Meanwhile, out in the middle of nowhere, they figured out how to put wheels on a horse. Now we're getting somewhere. Also, China. And did I mention
You don't even have time to laugh. You done flew through 100 years.
put wheels on a horse? Now we're getting somewhere. Also, China. And did I mention the Middle East is getting more complicated. Maybe because it's in the middle of the East. Knock knock, or clop clop. It's the people with the horses. And they made an empire. And then everyone else copied their horses. Greeks! Ah, look, it must be the Greeks. Or a beta version of the Greeks. Let's check in with the Indus River
beta
Valley civilization.
version.
They're gone. Guess who's not gone? China. New arrivals in India. Maybe it's those horse people I was talking about. Or their cousins or something. And they wrote some hymns and mantras and stuff. You could make a religion out of this. There's the Bronze Age collapse. Now
We're gonna see a lot more religions be made. I'm sure of that.
Also, can we switch to a metal that's a little easier to find? Thanks. Look who came back to Israel. It's the 12 tribes of Israel. And they believe in God. Just one, though. He's got like a 10-step program. Here's some huge heads. Must be the Olmecs.
did have a
The Phoenicians
10-step
make some
program.
colonies. The Greeks copy their idea and make some colonies. The Phoenicians made a colony so big it makes colonies. Here comes the Assyrian Empire. Never mind, it's the Babylonian Median. It's the Persian Empire. Wow, that's...
I don't think I mean, 19 minutes seems like a long time. But when we're talking this timeline, Jesus is fast. I told you to have your pens and pencils ready. Either that or like one of those court people that could do shorthand.
Assyrian Empire. Never mind, it's the Babylonian Median. It's the Persian Empire. Wow, that's big. Ah, the Buddha was just enlightened. Who's the Buddha? This guy who sat under a tree for so long that he figured out how to ignore
Guess
the
what?
fact that we're all dying. You can make a religion out of this. Oops, China just broke, but while it was breaking, Confucius was figuring out how to have good morals. Ah, the Greeks just had the idea of thinking about stuff. And right over here, Alexander just had the
They had the idea of thinking about stuff.
idea of conquering the entire Persian Empire. It's a great idea. He was great. And now he's dead. Hopefully the rest of the gang will be able to share the empire evenly between them.
It was great for a while, at least.
He says, get the hell out of here. Will you get the hell out of here if I give you 500 elephants? Okay, thanks, bye. Time to conquer all of India.
500 elephants. You could do a lot with 500 elephants.
But what about this part? That's the Tamil Kings. No one conquers the Tamil Kings. Who are the Tamil Kings? Merchants, probably. And they've got spices. Who would like to buy the spices? Me, said the Arabians, swiftly buying it and selling it to the rest of the world. Hey, China put itself back together again, with good morals as their main philosophy. Actually, they have 3 main philosophies. Out here, the horse nomads run wild and free.
I like the last
to ransack your
philosophy.
city.
That sounds like a highly combustible philosophy.
Let's check the Greekification levels of the Greekified kingdoms. Greekification overload. Bye, said the Parthians. Bye, said the Jews. Hi, said the Parthians, taking over the entire place. Hey, said the...
How did... That was a really small place to take over the entire place.
Said the Parthians. Bye, said the Jews. Hi, said the Parthians, taking over the entire place. Hey, said the Romans, eating the entire Mediterranean for breakfast. Thanks for invading our homeland, said the Jews, who were starting to get tired of people invading their homeland. Hi, everything's great, said some guy who seems to be getting very popular and is then arrested and killed for being too popular, which only makes him more popular. You can make a religion out of this.
That
Want
was the
silk?
fastest Bible lesson of all time.
You can buy it from China. They just made a brand new road to the world. Or you can get their own water. Sick, new trade routes, said India, accidentally spreading their
Can
religion
you imagine how long it would have taken had we not discovered a boat?
into the entire southeast. That's a good place for an epic trading kingdom. There goes Buddhism traveling up the Silk Road. I wonder if it'll reach China before it collapses again. Remember the Persian Empire? Yep, said the Persians, making a new one. Axum is getting so powerful they would like to build a long stick. Has anyone populated Madagascar yet? Let's do it together. China's whole again. Then it broke again. Still can't cross the Sahara Desert? Try camels. Hell yeah, now we got business, said the Ghana Empire, selling lots of gold.
Oh my
and slaves.
Jesus.
Hi, I live in the Roman Empire, and I was wondering, is loving Jesus legal yet? No. Actually, okay, sure, said Constantine, moving the capital way over here to be closer to his main rival. Don't worry about Rome, it won't fall. It's the golden age.
Was that a little bit of foreshadowing there? Don't worry about Rome, it won't fall.
There's the Gupta Empire, not Chandragupta, just Gupta. First name Chandra, the first.
Huh?
Guess who's in Rome? Barbarians. What's a barbarian? Non-Romans, said the Romans, being invaded by non-Romans. R.I.P. Roman Empire. Or actually just half of it. The other half is just fine, but it's not in Rome anymore.
We just said the Romans wouldn't fall. I told you there was a bit of foreshadowing.
So let's give it a new name. The Mayans have figured out the stars. Oh, and here's a huge city.
Honestly, are we not all convinced that everything that we're discovering now is just a period of rediscovery at this point? Like, all this talk of ancient civilizations and stuff like that. People that knew things far more advanced than they were supposed to know things with the tools that they had, etc., etc. Maybe we're just rediscovering things?
City, population, everyone. The Gok Turks have taken over the entire Eurasian steppe. Great job, Gok Turks. How's India? Broken. How's China? Back together.
At least something's working.
Bigger and there's more of them. Korea has 3 kingdoms. Japan has a kingdom. It's the Sunrise Kingdom. Deep in the Arabian desert, on the top.
That was not an intermission. That was not long enough to blink, let alone go take a piss.
Top of a mountain, the real God whispers in Muhammad's ear. So he goes down to the cube where everyone worships gods, and he tells them their gods are all fake. And everyone got so mad at him that he had to leave town and go to a different town. You can make a religion out of this, and maybe conquer the world as well. The Roman Empire is long gone, but somehow the Pope is still the Pope. Plus there's new kingdoms all over Europe.
Somehow the Pope is still the Pope.
Wonder if there's room for Moors. Here's all the wisdom. In a house. It's the Baghdad House of Wisdom. Just in time for the Islamic Golden Age. Let's bring stuff to the coast and sell it and become the Swahili on the Swahili coast, said the Swahili on the Swahili coast. Remember this tiny space you have to go through to get from here to there? Someone owns that now. Want to get enlightened in the middle of nowhere? The Franks have the biggest kingdom in Europe, and the Pope is so proud that he invites the king over for Christmas. Surprise, you're the new Roman emperor, said the Pope, pretending to still be part of the Roman Empire. Then the Franks broke their kingdom into what will later be called France and not France. The Northerners, or just Norse if you don't have much time, are exploring. They go north, from the north to the northern north, and they find some land, 2 types of land, and they name them accordingly. They also invade some other places and get called many names, such as Vikings. There's the Rus, the Kievan Rus. Are they Vikings? I don't think so, said the Kievan Rus. Okay, fair enough. The Pope is ready to make some more emperors of the Roman Empire, the Holy Roman Empire. It's actually
We have done a lot in the relatively short amount of time that we've been walking on the earth.
Germany, but don't worry about it. New kingdoms.
Christianize all the kingdoms.
Which brand would you like? Mine's better. Mine's better. Mine's better. Time to conquer England, said William. It's a bird, it's a plane. It's the Seljuk Turks, said the Byzantine Empire, who's getting so small it almost doesn't exist anymore. We need help. They need help, so they call the Pope. Hey, Pope, can you help us get rid of the Seljuks? Maybe take back the Holy Land on the way? Come on, I know you want to take back the Holy Land. Yes, I do actually want to do that. Let's do a crusade. Crusade! They did many crusades, some of which almost didn't fail, but at least the Italians got
Some of which almost didn't fail.
Hello, Toltecs. Goodbye, Toltecs. Hello, Mississippi. Look at those mounds. There's the Pueblo. I always wondered how to build a
I've seen the Mississippi mounds.
town in a cliff. Guess who's here? Come here. Where? Here. And Pagan is there. Vietnam unconquered itself, Korea just became itself, and Japan is so addicted to art that the military might have to take over the government. China just invented bombs and typing. And the Mongols just invaded most of the universe. Nice going, Genghis. I bet that will last a long time. Some of the Islamic Turks were unaffected by the Mongol invasions because they were busy invading India. Is it Tonga time? I think it's Tonga time. I just found out where the Swahili gets all their gold. Look at this Chad. Means lake. There's an empire there. Right in the middle of Africa. The king of Mali is so rich he's going on tour to let everyone know. Wow, that guy's rich, everyone said. The Christians are doing a great job reconquering Iberia, which will soon be called
he
Spain.
flaunted it, I guess.
Please remain Christian. We will check in later to see if you're still Christian when you least expect. Whoops, half of Europe just died.
You literally have to watch this on 5 times slow motion to be able to catch everything. But my damn, if we don't have a convoluted and complicated and all over the place kind of history, not just in any one country in particular, in every country.
Died.
And it all
China's
started
back, yay.
when we
Hey,
realized that
clear,
we
time
could
to
control
share.
the
New kingdoms
food.
here and there. Oh, look who controls all the islands. It's the Mahajapit, Majahapit, Mapajahit, Mahapajit, Mapajahit, Majapahit. Oh, Italy's really rich. Time for them to care a lot about art and the ancient classics. It's kind of like a rebirth. Here's a printer. Let's make books. So you think you can conquer the Byzantine Empire? Yep, said the Ottoman Turks. Nice job, Ottoman Turks.
That was
Oops,
fast.
You missed the spot. Don't forget to ban Europe from the Indian spice trade. What? That's bullshit, said Portugal, spiceless. Well, I guess we'll have to find another way to India.
That's a long way around, wasn't it?
Crack. If the world is round, let's go this way to India. No, don't worry, we already got this, said Portugal. So Chris goes to Spain. Hey, Spain, want to hire me to find India by going around back of the world? No, please, no, please, no, please. Okay. So he sails into the ocean and discovers more ocean, and then discovers the Indies and Japan. Let's draw a line to decide who gets which half of the world. The Aztec and Inca empires are off to a great start. I wonder if they know that Europe just discovered their continent. The Habsburgs are marrying into so many royal families they might have to start marrying each other. Move over, Lithuania. Here comes Moscow. Ivan wants to make Russia great again. Move over, Timurids. Maybe go invade India or something. Persia just made Persia Persian again. Let's make it the other kind of Islam. The one where we thought the first guy should have been the other guy. Hey Christians, do you sin? Now you can buy your way out of hell. That's bullshit. This whole thing is bullshit. That's a scam. Fuck the church. Here's 95 reasons why, said Martin Luther in his new book, which might have accidentally started the Protestant
Might have accidentally started. Yeah, definitely started it.
And fuck the church. Here's 95 reasons why, said Martin Luther in his new book, which might have accidentally started the Protestant Reformation.
95 reasons why
said
fuck the
Suleiman
church.
wearing an onion hat? What if the Ottoman Empire was really big, which it is now? What if Russia was big, said Ivan, trying not to be terrible. Portugal had a dream that they controlled the entire Indian Ocean, including the spice trade. And then that dream was real. And Spain realized that this is not India, but they pillaged it anyway. Damn, said England and France. We gotta start pillaging some stuff. Then the Dutch revolt and all the hipsters moved to Amsterdam. Damn, said Amsterdam. We gotta start pillaging some stuff. Question 1, can you get to India through North America? No, but at least there's beaver. Question 2, steal the spice trade. That's not a question, but the Dutch did it anyway. Guess where all the sugar's made? In Brazil. Stolen. In the Caribbean. And it's so
Stolen.
goddamn profitable, you might forget to not do slavery. The next thing on Russia's to-do list is to get bigger. Britain and France are having a friendly discussion about who should control the entire world, more specifically, Ohio. Then it escalates into a 7-year discussion, giving Prussia a chance to show Austria who's boss. But what about Britain and France? Did they figure out who's boss? Yes, they did. It's Britain. Guess who's broke? Also Britain. So they start taxing the hell out of America. Fuck you, says America, declaring their independence and fighting for it. And France helps them win. Now France is broke. And Britain will have to send their prisoners to a different continent. Wait, if France is broke, why do the king and queen still wear such fancy dresses? Let's overthrow the palace and cut all their heads off, said Robespierre, cutting everybody's head off until someone eventually got mad and cut his head off. You could make a no,
They used to cut a lot of heads off.
don't. Haiti is starting to like the idea of a revolution, especially the slaves, who free themselves by killing their masters. Why didn't we think of this before? Wait, who's in charge of France now? Said Napoleon, trying to take over Europe. Luckily, they banished him to an island. But he came back. Luckily, they banished him to another island.
Damn, that's not something I knew. I didn't know they banished him to an island and he made his way back. That's determination. And then you have to put it way out in the middle of the damn ocean.
There goes Latin America, becoming independent in the Latin American Wars of Independence. Britain just figured out how to turn steam into power, so now they can make many different types of machines and factories with machines in them, so they can make a lot of products real fast. Then they invent some trains and conquer India and maybe put some trains there. Hey,
I want to know who's watched this enough that they've memorized everything that is said.
China, said Britain. Buy stuff from us. Nah, dude, we already got everything, says China. So Britain tried to get them addicted to opium, which worked, actually.
It
but then
did
China
work.
made it illegal and dumped it all into the sea. So Britain threw a hissy fit and made them open up 5 cities and give them an island. Britain and Russia are playing a game where they try to stop each other from conquering Afghanistan. Also, the Sultan of Oman lives in Zanzibar now. That's just where he lives. India just had a revolution, and they would like to govern themselves now. Nope, said Britain, governing them even harder than before. Technology is about to go crazy. The United States finally figured out whether slavery is good or bad. It's bad, they decided. And then they continued manifesting their destiny, which is to kill the rest of the natives and take their land and maybe kick out the Mexicans too. I know, let's rape Africa, said Europe, scrambling to...
Yeah, our whole rough-ass history right there in the blink of an eye. But yes, it was terrible. A lot of this stuff didn't happen without bloodshed. It might be a bubbly, fun little cartoon right here, but come on. We know that millions of people died in the process.
So you could rape it the fastest? They never got Ethiopia. Britain and France are still hungry. They never got Thailand. The United States ran out of destiny to manifest, so they're looking for more. Hawaii, Cuba. Wait, Spain controls Cuba. Well, blame something on them and go to war. What should we blame on Spain? Let's blame the Maine on Spain. So they blame the Maine on Spain. Now we're in business.
They blame the Maine on Spain. That's a damn tongue twister.
Connecting the 2 oceans. Britain just found oil in the Middle East. It makes cars go. China is so tired of being bossed around that they delete their old government and make a new, stronger government, which is accidentally weaker and controlled by a guy from the previous government. Europe hasn't had a war since the last war, so they start World War I. Look at those guns. It's going to be a great war. So great we won't need a second one. After it's over, they blame Germany. Russia went on strike and the workers overthrew the
It's gonna be so great that we won't need a second one. More foreshadowing.
government. Now everyone's paycheck is the same. Communism in the Soviet Union. The Arabs revolt and Britain helps. Now the Ottoman Empire's gone, so we can give the Jewish people a place to live. Hopefully the Arabs won't mind. Let's cut the cake, said Sykes and Picot, carving up the remains of the not-so-Ottoman-anymore empire. Except Turkey. Turkey makes a brand new Turkey. And then the Saudis conquer Arabia. It just seemed like the right thing to do.
Makes a brand new turkey.
Hello? Yes, it's the 1920s
You can make a song
call.
out of that.
Let's get in the car and drive to a party and listen to jazz on the radio and go to the movies. The economy's great and it'll probably be great forever. Just kidding. Germany's back featuring Hitler, the angry mustache model. And he's mad at the Jews for
The
existing.
angry mustache model. I am still in that. I've never heard anybody refer to him as that before, but it's so true.
Japan is finally conquering the East, and they're so excited they rape Nanking way too hard. They should probably just deny it. Hitler's out of control, so the international community tackles him and tries to explain why killing all the Jews is a bad idea, but he kills himself before they could explain it to him. That's World War II. Bonus round.
Yeah, they were just going there just, sit him down and talk it over.
Pacific Showdown. United States versus Japan. Fight.
Extinction Ball.
Let's unite all the nations and have some
Wow.
global peace. Seems legit. Hi, I'm Gandhi, and if Britain doesn't get the hell out of India, I'm going to starve myself in public. Wow, that worked. Bonus, now there's Pakistan. Actually, 2 Pakistans. One of them could be Bangladesh later. The Jews and the Arabs finally figured out which one of them should live in the Holy Land. Me, they both said at the same time. Let's divide up the land so everyone's happy. Psych, they both get angrier. Look out, China. There's a new China in China. What's on the menu? Communism. No thanks, said the other China, escaping to an island. I wonder which one is the real China. There's the Korean War, Korea versus Korea. Nobody wins, then it's on pause forever. Let's meet the sponsors.
It's been on pause forever. It's still on pause.
Oh, it's the 2 global superpowers. They're having a friendly debate over which economic system is good and which one is an evil virus of Satan. And they both have atom bombs. Fight! Wait, no, that would be the end of the world. Let's just keep it cool and spy on each other instead. And make sure we have enough atom bombs. I'll race you to space. Now let's make some more countries fight themselves. Europe is tired of pillaging other continents, and the continents they were pillaging are tired of being pillaged. So here's a new map with new countries. Now you can't tell who they're being pillaged by. The United States finally decided whether racism is good or bad. They decided it's bad, and the world agrees. South Africa might need another minute to think about it. Let's check the world population. Whoa. Okay. Technology's better too, that might keep happening. The Soviet Union decides to relax a little and accidentally falls apart. Europe makes a union, so now they can all use the same money, except
And this is why I'm telling everybody the whole history journey, even in high school, I wasn't a good student. I was a terrible student. I've shown the Discord my straight F report card. Like, legitimately, it doesn't bother me. My GPA has nothing to do with my intelligence. I was bored with school. I didn't like it. But the thing that did hold my attention was always history class. It's always something to know how you got to where we are today. That's something I think everybody should know. Just kind of look back through it and kind of see where you fit in. Okay, up till now, this has happened with my country, and now I'm here. Like, but now I'm on YouTube and we get to explore other countries. So all of this stuff that's being talked about, we've heard some of it in some of the geography nows. We've learned more since I've been on YouTube about history than I ever learned in any school, in anywhere in my life. Like, legitimately, you guys keep the history stuff coming, and it's fascinating. It is. Every single person has a story. Every single person gets to tell their story, like that we meet throughout all of these different documentaries and things. And this is just telling me that we have a shitload more history to check out.
Whoa. Okay. Technology's better too, that might keep happening. The Soviet Union decides to relax a little and accidentally falls apart. Europe makes a union, so now they can all use the same money, except Britain because they don't feel like it. Let's check the mail. Surprise, it's on the computer. Whoops, someone just attacked America. I bet they'll remember that. Phone call. Surprise, it's in your pocket. Want to learn everything? Surprise, it's on the computer. Now your phone's a computer, which is in your pocket. Whoops, the economy just crashed. Don't worry, the big banks won't fail because they're not supposed to. Surprise, flying robots. With bombs. Want to print a brain? Some people have no friends. Some people have no food. The globe is warming. And the ocean is full of plastic. Let's...
A far cry from being full of just the little space germs that we were at the beginning. Now we have filled it full of plastic. Legitimately one of our worst ideas ever.
Save the planet, said everybody, not knowing how. Let's invent a thing inventor, said the thing inventor after being invented by a thing inventor. That's pretty cool. By the way, where the hell are we?
There you have it. He said he hopes he mentioned everything. I'm pretty sure he didn't miss anything. Definitely a long but fast ride through our world's history. It's very complicated. Legitimately complicated to know exactly what happened where, to get everybody's history in your head. Like, they don't teach you that stuff in high school. Learning about anything other than your country where you live is not generally something that happens. Sure, they have something called world history, where you learn about who your enemies basically were. And other than that, they don't really discuss much. That's why we've learned so much since we got here. It's been a fantastic ride, 100%. This was hilarious. It was fun. I will watch it again, and I will watch it on slow because there's a shitload of knowledge all crammed down into a tiny little video that definitely has to be seen to be understood fully. Like, you could watch that and you could find brand new things to pull out every single time. If you guys enjoyed it, definitely go over and show billwurtz some love. Like I said, we're already subbed up. We've hit the like button. You should do the same thing. It's down inside of the description. I appreciate you bringing this one to me. Keep the history requests rolling in. We'll keep doing them. Hit the like button if you liked it, the dislike button if you disliked it. Check out the other video up there or one of these guys up here. Until the next one, I'm highly combustible. You guys be happy, healthy, safe. I love you to the moon and back. Peace.